This is Eric J coming at you with street news. No, we ain't professional and neither is this story. So look, 23-year-old Lovequan Scott was turned away from a mental health facility his aunt took him to, where he told doctors that a tiny man in his throat was telling him to do things that he didn't want to do. But he was denied treatment because he did not have the requisite funds and no insurance. Two mental health doctors' reports concluded Scott did not have the requisite ability to distinguish right from wrong due to the onset of mental illness and his being in a paranoid state. Later that morning, Scott went to the family's church enraged and weeping. Two people calmed him down by praying and singing with him. 23-year-old Lovequan Scott was later arrested and charged with 4 counts of murder. The coroner's office said that it appeared all 4 victims were beaten to death. Scott was at the scene with an injured hand and blood on his clothes, shoes, and hands. After the murders, they said Scott went to a psychiatric hospital where he listed 3 of the victims on his visitation list, not understanding that they were gone. Detectives said he was paranoid during his interview and worried. He thought officers were trying to poison him. He told officers he did not want to hear any evil. Listen, mental health is real, and when it goes untreated, the consequences are tragic. Lovequan suffered from paranoid schizophrenia. He was a ticking time bomb. He needed his medication. Schizophrenia is not something that you could just go home and sleep off. It's not something that you could just go to church and sing and pray away. What the church should have did was load him up in the church van and drove him to the hospital. And if the hospital refused him, then they should have sang and prayed that Jesus depart the clouds and come down here and intervene. You see, America don't function off of sympathy. It functions off of money. And if you don't have money, America don't have nothing for you. A lot of the killings that we see today are committed by someone who suffers from some form of mental illness. The doctor said that he did not have the ability to distinguish right from wrong due to the onset of his mental illness, but he didn't have the money. He didn't have insurance. You honestly think that these doctors didn't know what was going to take place next? At some point, we have to see that a person's life is more valuable than what's in his bank account. It's more valuable than if he have health insurance or not.